Hello, listeners. I'm Dr. Yamina Bershish, founder of Dr GPCR, and your host. In this introductory episode, I'd like to introduce myself and tell you why I spent years working on GPCRs, which led me to found Dr. GPCR. I'm a molecular pharmacologist by training and got hooked onto GPCRs in the early 2000s as an undergraduate in Michel Bouvier's class at the University of Montreal in Canada. After that class, I spent the summer working on the HIV co-receptor GPCR named CXCR4, and haven't stopped working on GPCR biology since. But wait, what are GPCRs, you're asking? It's short for G protein-coupled receptors. GPCRs are the largest superfamily of cell surface receptor proteins that control virtually every physiological function in the body, which also makes them attractive drug targets. GPCRs allow cells to sense their surrounding by recognizing diverse stimuli from the environment and relay information which allows the cells to react to changes around them. You can see, smell, and differentiate sweet from sour-tasting foods thanks to GPCRs. My work has focused on understanding the biology of a subfamily of GPCRs called chemokine receptors. These receptors control, among other things, cell movement in the body, for example, during an inflammatory response, and can be hijacked by cancer cells to form secondary tumors called metastases. Over the past years at the bench, I realized that one of the recurring themes that slowed down research included the difficulty to access information. For example, I would often spend hours reading publications and look for practical information about a technique or a reagent, which oftentimes was similar to going into a black hole. Or, if I needed to outsource work to an outside partner, for example, it would take me weeks to start working on assays together because of all the research required to find the partner, mostly by repeated and not so efficient Google searches. In an effort to solve this problem, I created the Dr. GPCR Ecosystem. The goal is to bring together all of us, scientists, biotech and pharma leaders, as well as service providers working on GPCRs, so that together we can exploit GPCR druggability in a more efficient way. By providing opportunities to connect, share, form trusting relationships, and grow, as well as thrive together, my goal is to help accelerate GPCR drug discovery and improve human health. If you'd like to learn more about the different opportunities to connect, provide feedback, and join the ecosystem, visit us at drgpcr.com/ecosystem. We're also learning as we go, so your feedback is crucial, and we are constantly looking to improve. Please feel free to reach out with any comments or suggestions. One of the integral parts of the Dr. GPCR ecosystem is the Dr. GPCR Podcast, which focuses on spreading information on GPCR pathophysiology through interviews with experts. In every episode of the Dr. GPCR podcast, we will talk with the GPCR scientists about their contribution to the field and learn more about their favorite receptor, or G protein, and its biology. We'll also dive into what got these scientists to focus their research on GPCRs in the first place, and what motivates them to continue doing so every day with unshakable optimism and determination. In our very first episode, I sit down with Dr. Paul Insel. Paul is a distinguished professor of pharmacology at UC San Diego. With a career spanning over 4 decades, we'll go back in time. Paul will tell us about the summer of 1975 that he spent in Alfred Gilman's lab, where he performed radioligand binding assays and got hooked to working on these signaling proteins that later became known as GPCRs. Paul will also tell us about the current research he conducts in his lab at UCSD with a team of talented young scientists. Subscribe to the Dr. GPCR podcast for free today to get the first episode automatically when it launches in June 2020. Oh, and before you go, we're also bringing you a monthly newsletter with a ton of GPCR-related news. You can subscribe to that too at drgpcr.com/newsletter.